Welcome, everyone, back again to Bloodbath Tactics, your place for the hottest takes on Warhammer 40k, what's happening in the world, the coolest guys
Okay, hold on.
in 40k.
Whoa.
Welcome. We've got a fantastic crew for you today. As always, to my right, we have Mr. Cass.
Hello.
Sup, Cass?
Hey. What's going on? I'm excited to be here. We got a big tournament coming up in less than 2 weeks.
You could say a big
The Jays
tournament.
are at the World Series.
Hey, there you go.
Like, there's lots going on. Lots going on in the world.
Big month for Canada.
Busy time up here in
Big
Canada.
time for Canada. Big time.
Also,
So
big time for Japan.
This guy. What's it possible? Is there like a tsunami we missed or something?
Whoa, no, hopefully not.
actually,
Hopefully
for
not.
Japanese companies. So yeah, big time for Japan.
Big time for Japan. As you guys saw, we have Mr. David back. David's been back because he was on a European trip.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Welcome back, Mr. David.
Hello.
Where'd you go?
Hello.
You were in Greece?
Yeah.
Italy?
Yep.
All over the place.
Yep.
Eating good. Eating good. Seeing the world.
Portugal?
Eating good, looking good.
Spain?
Eating good, yeah.
Good combo. And we have Mr. Adam Green back. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Adam.
Thanks for having me back. I'm actually just Fraser on Ozempic, so.
Fraser's going to get a complex. He's going to think you're calling him fat. And he is, Fraser. You're huge. Chonkin. Thank you for joining us.
It's not cutting season for him, you know?
That's true. He's bulking.
Yeah.
He's bulking now, probably. Do you bulk when you go into winter? I don't know how it works. It's like a bear, right? You hibernate. It's the same thing.
You stay warm.
You cultivate mass.
Well, he has to wear t-shirts to show off his muscle. You got to bulk in the winter because you're going to be cold.
That's right. There you go. Yeah, you bulk so you can cover it up. That's how it works. Science. Thank you everyone for joining us again. We are going to be going over, as Cass mentioned, we are on the eve of the World Championships of Warhammer. If you don't know what that is, I don't know why you're watching this podcast, but it essentially is like the season finale of like the year.
The Olympics.
Well, they've changed the format too, right? Because it was last year was around this time, but they still had like the LVO kind of ending the season last year. Yeah. So that's why there was 2 LVOs this year. There's one in January. There's one in October.
That's right. With the intent to have this be like the finale.
That's
because it was kind of awkward that this was the finale. World Champs was the finale, and then LVO happened after, and everybody was like, oh, okay, that's kind of awkward. So
yeah.
So now it's all lined up, and this is the end. And you do not get to buy your way into this tournament. You can't just register, pay your ticket, and go. You must earn your way in by earning a golden ticket. Mm-hmm. So everybody from around the world, there are hundreds and hundreds of golden ticket events. Usually it's reserved for best general, best overall, but there is some spicy team events, which those of you who have followed the podcast know that's how this guy got his ticket. And David too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But you guys got yours at a couple different events, didn't you?
I was out at the Goonhammer Open in
Manitoba.
Winnipeg.
Sorry, Manitoba. Yeah.
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg, Manitoba?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go there. Only go there for Warhammer, everybody.
Good old Winterpeg.
I've won 4.
Is that what the
Okay.
counts at? You and Jake just like were hoarding them. Where'd you get your actual first one though?
In Kelowna Hammer Time.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my first one. Second one I got, but see, it's a trickle down. I got a second best overall for the Classic.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
And
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
passed that one down. And then the third one was Western Team Canada.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the next one was the Edmonton Open.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you got right.
I got another trickle down
because
second place,
Jake
yeah.
got it and it trickled to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, you kind of.
I'm so mad about Edmonton Open.
Why?
I was lined up to come, had to drop out. Jake took my spot and then went and won it and farmed a bunch of ITC
So then I would
points
have
on
gotten
me.
first.
I would have tabled
I
you.
see.
Yeah, I actually didn't even look what it was for ITC points, but it was probably pretty damn good.
It was really good. Yeah. Like a bunch of people jumped over me. Like, what the?
Sons of
And now
bitches.
there's nothing left to go get those points back.
Worlds.
It counts as like a global event or like a US event, so it won't go towards our Canada ITC score.
Wait, it doesn't? Doesn't any of your events count towards? I'm sure it does.
No.
Not
no,
the Canada rankings,
Yeah.
the overall rankings. So
Really?
when you look at, like, say, Adam's third in Canada, you're third right now?
I think I'm back and forth now. I got pushed.
Below me.
I was in second and then got pushed to fourth.
Well,
Excuse me?
after Worlds, your placement won't be affected for Canada rankings.
Exactly.
Just
That's what I'm
overall.
saying.
I didn't know that. I thought just any event you go to that's ITC approved.
It's probably why Scary's not like number 1 in Canada.
Oh,
because he's
okay. Because
Yeah,
it's been
all
a bunch of
he's
international
been
stuff.
all over the place, yeah.
That sucks. I was really, really hoping to end the season with the number 1 in Pro Knights in Canada. But if WT or WCW doesn't count, then
Actually, that's funny that we bring up Scary because we're excited about the Jays being at the World Series,
Yeah.
and we're also about to see a Canadian try and win the ITC season. Actually, I think it has never happened before.
Right.
Oh, really?
So we're really rooting for him, and he went like
Yeah.
hard this year.
He
Yeah.
did, yeah.
That man's
right.
probably had some sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
he's
you
flying
pair
all
into
over the place.
Sky, you just throw it.
Oh no!
Not that you need to.
All Canadians make a pact here.
He only won because
Give it
we
to
let
Sky.
him.
That new
So-
card
Yeah.
book is cool.
Because he did the London GT
Yeah.
and then flew back for the LVO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within like
That's all within a
less
week
than
of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
That is
close.
brutal. Remember how like tired
be
you were
fun.
after Edmonton after 8 games,
Man.
and he's just done that plus like red eye flights and
Yeah, man's a machine.
On a different,
wavelengths.
well, he's on a different time, right? He's all jet lagged.
Yeah, just constant jet lag for 2 weeks, and then play like 16 games of Warhammer in between there.
That'd be fun.
I mean, listen, it'd be a good time, but man, it'd be tiring for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Have some long nights and long days. Sweet. So we all have our tickets one way or another. We got some tickets. We are all going to Atlanta in 9 days, 8 days, something like that.
Next
I think
Wednesday.
we're flying out.
Wednesday, yeah.
It's like 8 days.
It's coming
to
up
me,
quick,
yeah.
so fast. I still have some painting to do, which I'm not happy about. But is everybody hobbied up? Everybody's armies are ready to go.
Done.
Done.
Got a couple Forge Fiends.
Super not done. I have to paint an entire big night, but my paint seems pretty easy, so it's not that bad. So let's go over what we're bringing to Worlds.
Yeah.
We always start that way. Let's start over on this side.
Sure.
Cass, what are you bringing to World Championships? How are you going to win? Win the whole thing?
Well, so I'm bringing sisters.
Nice.
The last 2 tournaments, I've done quite well with them. I just feel like they're in a decent spot right now. Now, that being said, it can be difficult because they're in such a good spot right now that they're going to be countered at WCW.
Sure.
So that's something you have to consider. Like, say, like SMSs on Tau, like that's really good against sisters, or like mortars for guard. Like they're gonna have these counters for this small MSU type style. So, it may not be as well positioned as I thought, or I might have to switch up my game plan. But I'm just so familiar with that detachment and what it can do and what I'm capable of that I feel far more comfortable going with this one. Because just last weekend, there's a Coventry in England, and Sisters won it. That was with a totally different detachment, and it's a very, very aggressive build. It's cool to see. It's something I was considering. I've done a few tests like on TTS and like the Team Canada stuff where I'm testing these Sanctifier units and Flamers, heavy Flamer type archetypes, but I just felt a little bit more comfortable with Haloed Martyrs and having the red strat, having the taunt, the fight on death, and just like having all these tools that I just always feel like when I'm playing that list, I always have an answer to whatever's happening in front of me. And so with that, I've decided to go a little bit more trashy with my list, and I only go at 2 Castigators. Having the third is really good, especially in GW layouts, but with Eldar around and guard and just like all these like small MSUs, I wanted something to be able to like out trash the opponent. And when it goes to round 5 and we're playing WCW, I want to find points where I can to try to sneak up that win, because all my games are going to be close.
Yeah.
If you look at Sisters, for the most part, there's a few bad matches, but most of them are just 11 9s or 10s or 12s. Like that's kind of how they are all day. So me finding those extra points with some trash units, I find quite important. So I went to 3 Seraphim in my list. They're awesome. Like they move block. They get rid of people's trash.
Yeah.
They're really good in Eldar.
Oh yeah.
And they're actually really good in guard too, because guard always wants me to be trading with their little idiots. So if I can go out, shoot, come back, and hide, it forces them in the bad positions where then I can kind of push on them, and then get that 11-9.
So it's worth noting also that the World Championships kind of have a champions bracket, and then after you play your champions bracket, you play your fun bracket. The first 4 rounds will determine whether you make it into the top, 32
Whatever
or whatever.
that cut is, yeah.
Right? And so there's going to be a day 1 layout and a day 2 layout. Generally, what I've heard is there's going to be a light layout for more shooting armies and a heavier layout for more staging melee armies. Was that a factor in your list design at all?
Yeah, and another reason why I took the all-comers.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be able to, okay, now if we're going to be in an open layout, I can kind of throw my trash away and move block with those open layouts, and then still get those lanes covered and protect my rapid ingresses. And then with the heavier layouts, I can move block even more, and then kind of come. So on a heavier layout, I can then stage up against those shooty armies and then start tagging things. I do get a lot more speed because I have 20 angels So that's 5 Zephyr and then the 15 Seraphim in my list that I can actually start pushing up in the opponent, start controlling the board state. Yeah, and so really what my list is, it's Morven Vol with the Paragons.
Always.
And then I have Junith for some CP gen. She's just amazing. I'm always like a 5 CP round 5 or round 2. Huh?
Nothing.
You mentioned Sanctifiers. That's that new kill team.
Yeah.
But what exactly? And you said you didn't include them, right?
I didn't in this list, no.
And what do they do? Like, what are you missing out on by?
So they have a 5 Binvol. They have like a medic in there, so I can like heal D3 dudes back.
Yeah.
They have Scout. They're better with a Priest. So a Priest can be attached to them. The Priest gives them +1 to wound in melee. And they give the whole unit when they're when attached with a Priest sustained in melee. So that's really cool. Then in the shooting side of things, they get 9 flamers.
Yeah. They sanctify you with flame.
Yeah. So the
They're
list,
kind of a cool little piece, yeah.
the list that Jeff brought to Coventry it's really cool. He has 2 emulators with the Dominions. They all have Meltas though. So they have 2 scouting emulators and then reactive and everything else. But then he has 2 rhinos with sanctifiers inside of them as well. So you have 2
Those
scout
also
rhinos.
scout, yeah.
So the idea too with that list is generally in a game of Warhammer nowadays, you want to be going second.
Generally, yeah.
It's just more missions favor it. So you want to have a good plan of going first if you don't get second. It's a dice roll, right? It's 50-50. So what this list does is in Bringer's attachment, you get assault everything. And going first, then you have 4 transports that can just scout in the opponent's face, drop out a bunch of flamers and or meltas depending on what you need to do. Move, block, and just push that aggression really, really early to then establish a board state where they're on the back foot going second. They might get their 15 at the end, but you're going to be up on them. By
And sorry, you said that his list was in Bringers of Flame.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
You
That's what I was
basically
gonna
get
ask.
even if you get like a turn 0.05.
Yeah,
Like
right.
out of all that scout.
An
and-
extra half
Yeah.
move phase. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And there's also stratagem for advance and disembark too. So you
Right.
can really cut those angles. So say someone just stages like a Grand Nemesis Dread Knight like right around the corner and you're like, okay, well I'm going to drop my Meltas and shoot it. Right?
Yeah, there's
and
no-
then you're
there's
just
no
like,
hiding.
that's awful.
That 5-up invuln too is like, in so many ways, a 5-up invuln's better than 4-ups, and because like you don't depend on it as much. But then when you scam someone, you're like, oh, now you
sure.
need to commit more, and
It's like Eldar.
yeah,
It's
Like
like
when people say Eldar are like, oh, cheap little elves that died, they don't.
yeah,
Five
they
invul.
cheekily not die all the time. Yeah.
The math doesn't make sense.
It's interesting hearing you talk about that because it does the Eldar Sisters comparisons are going to be out there a lot. I think. Do you think Sisters right now play a lot like Eldar because they kind of sound like
Yeah.
they do?
No, they
Like
do.
that's very
Yeah, they just have a little bit more. They just have different tricks.
sure. Yeah.
We have the mobility. We both do.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Eldar has a little bit more because they have the tricks of like you shoot them, move D6 +2.
Right. Their whole army rules movement. Yeah.
They're embarked, re-embark or disembark, whatever. They're nonsense with the fire dragons. They do more damage with fire dragons. But like we have more tricks than this. Like we control our dice. We
Yeah.
res our guys back.
Yeah, you've got the fate dice
I'm
now.
so sick of controlling dice.
This doesn't exist
An
anymore except
emulator
for
can
Sisters.
an emulator can kill a Rep X one shot, no problem.
I've lost so many like
Morven Vol can kill anything.
Anything.
I've lost so many
It's
rep X's and
usually
land
my
forts
average of-
to incidental shooting.
Before she dies,
Sure.
it's usually 3.5 to 4 units before she's dead.
Yep.
On the
Bonkers.
trade.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And she just kills anything in the game.
Yep.
So you have like the comparison we did when we were playing the other day.
With redundancy, right? Like sometimes 1 is 0. Like when you include 1 of something in the list, it's actually 0. 2 is 1 and 3 is 3. Morven Vol is like 1 is 5.
One is fine. One, she's like if you're playing chess, right? She's your queen,
Yeah.
right?
Very
And then
much
you got your rooks, which are your castigators, and your bishops, which is like the
there
Zephyr
you
coming
go.
in. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Us intellectuals talking about
we were talking about the other day.
Big brain
So,
stuff over here.
the theory of
So
Warhammer.
to go further down, and then I did a jump pack canoness with the suffering through suffering strength. So she gets an extra attack, extra strength, extra damage. If she's hurt, she gets 2 extra attacks, 2 strength, 2 damage, and you can make her have dev wounds just like a Slaughterbound.
Yep. Yeah,
It's,
she gets
it's
hard.
pretty nasty.
Yeah.
And then she's always with the Zephyr usually because they give sustained lethal on the charges. So when she's going Super Saiyan, it can do a lot more damage than people can calculate for. Then I got a unit of Dominions. The solo cannons as well. The Dominions have Meltas because I added 3 Seraphim. I didn't want to put more Flamers in. I wanted just more Melta shots.
Yep.
I got the Sacrosynths, which are like this. Essentially, they act as like my third Castigator. They're just like this big blob that kind of takes over my expansion unit and just like sits there, and you have to overcommit to them to shift them. Then I got no Mortifiers in the list. That's something I did take out. They're pretty good in the Marine meta.
They're fine, but if you're cutting and like really making choices, they're probably the first to go.
Well, and so the way we looked at it too is Seraphim are good always. Like they're good in like almost every matchup. You can choose to move block, or if the Flamers aren't good, or if the Flamers could be great and the move blocking works, or like just taking objectives. Where they're always great, where Mortifiers are good most of the time, but not every matchup. So that's the reason I shifted.
Yeah, just more consistency. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got 2 Emulators, Novitiates for the Infiltrate.
Hate them.
And they're OC2. They're just like phenomenal
so good.
deniers. Yeah.
So good.
They're
OC2.
phenomenal.
I think every army would take them if they had access to them.
100%.
Yeah.
How many
And you could
points?
split them?
Yeah.
I was
100.
thinking about this the other day
Right,
too.
100 points for the 10. Then you split them, right?
Yeah. So
Is that how it
50
works?
points.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like
So-
more
so
50 point units.
So good.
Are they 50 or 45?
50.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 100 for the unit.
So I might interject here. So you if you played back in 9th when we had faction secondaries.
Yeah.
Books were very like if they were good or bad. It was very deterministic on how good their secondaries were.
Sure.
And now I think it's translated into how good is like your trash stuff, right? Because the guard book, like some of those other data sheets are starting to like kind of wear and tear, but their like core basic dudes are still really good, and it's helping uplift that book. Like Marine's biggest problem right now is that their trash is like
Not super good.
kind of too expensive.
Sure.
Doesn't even like swing up that hard. Has the issue. Don't listen to Nick Navati.
Yeah, I was going to say
watches
that
this
is
podcast.
kind of a
He's actually one
opposite
of our
take.
members, yeah.
Because his take is basically that Marines have everything.
We love
all the
Art.
things
We
you
love
could ever
Art
want.
here now. They're
Of course.
But,
Of course.
he treats Marines as one faction. It's
mega
like, no, I'm
faction.
not bringing Black Templars, Sword Brethren, and Wolfguard in the same list. That's
Sure.
two different things. But anyways, I think it goes to show that like sisters have really good, cheap, trashy units that can swing up, do so much. Like you can get their value time and time again, and that's what I think is really deterministic in a
I
list
think
right
there's
now.
definitely correlation between the best armies in the game right now and what their trash is, and how long you can tempo the game before you start putting valuable units on objective and trading those.
Smart, yeah.
That's what it feels like right now.
We'll probably talk about it when we get
For
to
sure.
here,
As we
like,
get through it,
yeah.
yeah.
Jackals, Spawn are incredible for their points, like absolutely insane. And when I'll talk about my Black Templars, the changes I've made since when I was playing out those other tournaments is
Spicy.
sometimes my trash wasn't doing enough. So ways I can push characters around to maybe up that trash a little bit and just get a few more activations out of them. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, that's good. Very, very good.
Because there's a lot of points in the game too when your trash is trading that then an opponent can make a mistake and like maybe fully commit to something and then like all of a sudden like now I can just shove in your face, and that's when it comes bad, right? And if you don't have enough trash to like do it, if you're just trading trash and then you're out, and you're committing valuable before they are, like you're probably winning.
Yeah, then you're immediately behind.
for sure.
And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, like one sister novitiate who passed her battle shock can score just as many points as a 10-man Terminator squad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I had a game on Friday and lucky dice here, but 2 Chaos Spawn charged the 5 novitiates and didn't kill it.
Jesus.
I was down to 2.
That can certainly happen.
And then because now I have plus 1 hit and wound because I Hail of Mars, I actually killed a spawn in response.
And now you're auto-seeing them.
And then I actually auto passed with a miracle dice, fell back, so he couldn't kill it. Doesn't have a point.
And now he has to trade like berserkers for a
He has to shoot
like
fortunes
that.
into them because it's blocking
Yeah.
the closest unit.
Exactly.
Right? Like it's just like
sure,
all the worst
sure.
things that
Yeah.
could happen, right? And
Yeah.
that can happen, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
if that happens 2 or 3 times in the first 2 turns, then that's your host, right?
It's gonna snowball.
Yeah, cool.
and that's what is that new Recon Guard list. It's just the trash with like
Sure.
some chrome rims thrown on.
really, really fast trash. Really fast. And tons of
It
it.
still has like 2 Dorans and stuff, right? And
No, it's like 185 guardsmen, 10, 20 horses, and
Yeah.
a single sentinel. So that if they draw, bring it down, they got to keep it.
That's crazy. Cool.
yeah,
Well,
I don't, and I mean that's basically it. Like,
Cool.
That's basically
Yeah.
the list. The Zephyrim jump pack cannons are really cool for like kind of a good solid rapid ingress threat. It's 0 CP most of the time. And she can just like kind of punch up on anything. She can kill an Armigers by themselves pretty
Sure.
easily.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Sorry, the jump pack cannon S.
Yeah, with the Zephyr. Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
With the Zephyr, yeah, not by
like,
yourself.
how many points is that?
180
Oh, okay, so
Oh, okay.
kind of expensive.
So it is a trade down, but
with the enhancement. That's including enhancement.
And that's a 10-man too.
5-man.
Oh.
5-man Zeph,
Kind of
jump pack
expensive.
Canis.
yeah, they're not cheap, but they do so much, right? Like you don't necessarily throw them at vehicles and stuff all the time, but if you're in the Knights matchup, obviously they can take care of it. But it's like it's the move block, it's the flexibility to do kind of anything you need.
Well, and then if she dies, she comes back.
Right. Super annoying.
And then she has a 4 damage weapon at that point, so she's like a very very potent threat
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
can't just like, oh.
Great.
Yeah.
So, I've done it too with like I've fought on death with her and given rerolls because you can with the reroll strat, you can use it any time in the fight phase. So you can target them. I'm going to target them for rerolls and fight on death if you know they're going to die. And then I've done it where just her killed an entire Forge Fiend. And you get full hit and wound rerolls, and then you have you can't do the devs because it's fight on death, but
Right.
full hit and wound rerolls.
Gross.
Yeah.
And then I guess one last question is it's easy to talk about what you are taking, but like you get to talk about the reasons why you didn't take other stuff. So like your Death Guard obviously got shelved for the reasons you're about to tell
Well, I
us.
just found like, I mean, you guys already said it, right? Like it's very about your trash.
Yeah.
And the best trash you get in Death Guard are Chaos Spawn and Poxwalkers.
Right.
They can be dealt with. The Poxwalker is still amazing, but then I just felt like most of the meta, the way it's shifted, can really punch up, and it's really, really killy. Everything has sustained lethal 5s, it seems like now, or
feels
just
like,
sustained
yeah.
lethal somewhere.
Yeah.
That now these like heavy elite armies can just kind of melt to a unit that's punching up and double its weight, right? So, and especially like Materian would have been the one to kind of shift that because of his durability and the reactive moves. But then they fucking Exalted 8-bound nonsense. like that and going down, like they went down 145 points, Death Shredder 160. Sure, you can rapid ingress them, but then they moved 10. So who cares?
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah, it's impossible to trade there.
their points didn't need to go down. If they want to give them the damage buff, their points
Sure.
didn't need to go
Oh,
down.
but that's not how buffs
It's
usually
not how
work.
it works. So because those exist, like they can kill Mortarion on -1 damage, and he still has the 5 field of pain like easily.
For sure.
Yeah.
So there's no point in investing the points into that,
Yep.
and that's why I went to Sisters.
That's why I went to Sisters. No centerpiece giant monster piece. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't care as much about World
that
Leaders,
one
right?
rules changed the entire meta of the game. That's
Yeah.
why you're bringing knights.
Yeah, I was gonna say while you were talking about having good trash trading pieces, how about none of them? How about zero trash?
Aren't you doing Armature?
Yeah, so that's I guess if I don't want to
doing
I don't want
Knights
to step on your sisters. You're good on Sisters.
You're good.
Okay.
I'm good. If anyone has any questions, feel free to message me. I'm on
So-
Discord. I'm on like a whole bunch of them. You can find me.
I guess if there is a like trash detachment with the new Knights book, it is the Man-at-Arms Spearhead, which is the Armature detachment, and that's what I eventually did land on. I've had more like competitive success, I guess, with the Questoris Companions, the big Knights. This 5OC sticky is extremely strong still. It's worded a little bit differently than the Chaos one, so you can actually contest the sticky with 5OC. You don't take it off, but you can contest it, so it's not quite as good. Still good.
Still good.
But and I think this is going to be a relatively common theme with like our lists in general, is that Worlds is going to be, we don't know what the meta is going to be. It's going to be people from around the world. You can't have a super strong meta read and then say, it's okay to bring a skew list or something like that, right? That can't happen. We're going to take lists that are just generally good into most stuff. Has to be that way. Like that's what I heard on your Sisters list, and that's where I kind of landed on Spearheads. So
and you're gonna have bad matchups, but like
of course.
this goes to like what Dave's always like. It is win path half the time too.
Sure.
Right. Like
Oh,
if you're gonna get your bad matchups, you get them. Find a way. You know. Be prepared for them. Know what they do, but you're gonna get them. So take the all comers and you'll at least have some tools to at least battle it.
Yeah, for sure. So and also the Knights book we've been sitting with for a while now. We've had it for a while now, and the win rate has dropped through the floor basically. I don't have the Coventry like win rates on me at the moment, but if I remember seeing a chart and it's like 44%, 43%. Like it's pretty like bad.
Is it less than Imperial Agents?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd have to go look. Maybe for that tournament it was. I don't know if anybody played Agents at Coventry, but
Well, the win rate's probably pretty high because you got the one player.
that's always what happens. Right, you got one dude
Yeah.
who wins like half of his games, and it's like 50% win rate.
Right. Yeah.
So Spearhead's where I landed. It's, for those who are not familiar with Knights, it's the one where you can give out your Bondsman ability, the Big Knight buff, to 3 Baby Knights. It's kind of the place where the fancy new Imperial Knights model landed. The Knight Defender gives out -1 damage, which is strong, but he's he's the most expensive Questoris class Knight. He's like 425 points. When all the other Knights kind of went down, or around like that 375 mark, he's up like 75 more points than those, right? So
What does he do?
He stole my
gives everyone
Votan
cover,
gun.
or-
damage.
he gives out -1 damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he gives out -1 damage. Sorry, what was the question about Votan?
He stole my vote.
He has the old school conversion gun. Yeah, exactly how it was in
really
Votan. It's good, but it's AP. I mean, you know this obviously more than most people. It's AP2 shooting at something in cover with armor contempt, and you're like, well, I killed nothing, right? So
I'm kind of behind too. Is that model actually out now?
the model's out, yeah.
Oh,
100%.
okay, yeah. Oh, shit.
Why are you mad about
it?
it?
It was launched
No, I
with
just- I
the
had no
Knights
idea.
book.
You just said you were mad.
He's mad because I took his gun.
Yeah, he took my
Oh,
gun.
okay.
Yeah.
They get
I'm mad
what,
because the model's
lethal now on
We got
conversion?
lethal now. and
Yeah, it's whatever.
Did you use the other gun in Votan now?
The railgun is pretty good now.
Railgun's
I'm not playing that book.
Yeah, I know, but like the one with like the.
It is
only
literally
2
just a
shots.
railgun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the strength 18 -4 D6 plus X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it just a repulsor executioner, pretty much?
Oh,
I think
Okay.
it's 6 plus 4.
Adam plays as
I'm
repulsors
gonna
now.
hijack the
Yeah, go for it. You're
Someone
good.
I was listening to funny enough, Art of War was talking about the Art of War Down Under was talking about the retrospective of the Space Marine book, right? And I don't know how they got talking about it. They were talking about list design, and kind of the baseline good list of 10th edition has been 2 to 3 tanks, 4 to 5 good bricks, and then really
Trash.
good trash.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think I've just been playing that since
The whole
day one. Like, you look at my Votan list, it was
Yeah.
3 land forts plus a couple bricks of bikes, and then like warrior guys split up like little 5-mans. Now what I'm playing, we'll talk about it soon, is 2 to 3 tanks.
Pretty dang close, yeah.
2 Dorns.
yeah, 2 Rogodorns.
Yeah.
Hey man, just stay right down the
So-
middle. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Like, it's all good.
I mean, I was always like 3 backline shooting, right? Because before I had like Plagueburst crawlers, then it turned into Preds, and then it turned into heavy bloat drones.
Yeah.
Like I always was like that, right?
We've played these games before.
Yeah, it's like, how do
Yeah,
I
what's-
make a list? Yeah. It's
So-
like 9th edition, heavy support, infantry, elite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're new to the
That's how it
game
used
and
to
you
be.
need help writing a list, 2 to 3 tanks, 4 to 5 bricks, with one of those bricks being a little like toughness skewed,
Sure.
and then some trash that fights up.
Away you go.
And
Boom!
some
You're
solo
playing
characters
Warhammer and some and Lone Op.
that has four up involves and and you're good at that point. Yeah.
Notably, the
4
army.
wounds with a 4 up involved.
Yeah. Like that was my typist. Like, I have a solo canonist on my list. Like,
Yeah.
Notably, the army you can't really do that in as knights, of course. So we're the weird one. But
So you have to teach us.
ugh, I wish I could learn.
Are you
It's-
not doing? Are you doing any allies? Like,
So I am doing allies. So like I said, landed on Spearhead. It's the armored detachment. You get the value from the defender, so I do have the defender in there. Giving 3 baby knights -1 damage is very, very good. It makes that early trading where I don't have trash. These guys are my trash, right? They're always going to be your trash, and no matter the knight's flavor. But it takes stuff like not that World Leader Spawn are particularly good into them, but like World Leader Spawn do nothing to a -1 damage armature, like absolutely nothing. So makes those more effective. Other big knight I'm running is the Knight Warden. I know you've been a fan of the Warden for a while. We've been talking about it on podcast a few times. They changed his Bondsman buff, where he used to give out the -1 damage, got stolen by the cool new model, and now the Warden gives out sustained hits 1 and ignores cover,
Whoa.
which is a great buff. On 3 Helverins is a really, really good buff, because all the Helverins shooting is my AP1. We used to take the Sisters of Battle Immolator to give ourselves access to ignores cover. Now I just get to plop it on three baby knights, and away they go, and they can do their thing. So
that's actually really sweet.
really, really good buff. And he still has his Gatling autocannon, or whatever it's called, Avenger Gatling cannon, so 18 shots. And it still has dev into everything that's not monsters and vehicles. So if we're facing Space Marines, we're facing Eldar, we're facing AdMech, he just rinses all those profiles like all the time. So super, super good.
It's a shame that Super Heavies can't Overwatch.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
forget about that all the time. I'll be walking up to an end. I'm like, oh
Just
yeah,
waiting
that's right.
for it.
There's something about it, like when you're going, it's like in a teams like format where like you're gonna get those big skew lists, and you're like, I can just walk around
You
and
just
not
do
have to worry
whatever
about Overwatch anymore. I can just move here. This is great.
Notably,
Feels good.
Notably, the buff that the Warden gives to the Armigers does work in Overwatch. So you're gonna get sustained 1, ignores cover in Overwatch, and the buff, the enhancement you take on the The Warden is the guys who are bondsmaned by him get reroll ones. So that's actually a good Overwatch. Like suddenly we have a real Overwatch set because you're going to have 8 attacks with autocannons, 6 attacks with stubbers, rerolling ones, sustained.
You got stubbers on everything instead of melters?
No. So here's the play. So I'll finish the list out real quick. Got the 2 big knights, you got the Warden, you got the Defender. I went with 4 Helverins, 3 Warglaves. You could flip that number a little bit if you wanted. I decided to go with more Helverins.
I like that.
I've got 1 Calidus Assassin, and I've got 1 Navigator, who's the no-go zone. Helverins get stubbers. Warglaves, I haven't done this for any of the edition, but now it's kind of a play. You put the Melta hats on the Warglaves because we have a strat to give 3 of our armigers rapid fire.
Whoa.
So I can have 5 Melta shots on 1 Warglaive within 6 inches. And that can happen on 3 guys.
How's this win rate so low?
Because we're still trying to figure out how it works, right? It's still
people are still teched for you.
People are still, and that's the thing too. People are still teched for knights.
It's the summer of the night, right? So
it'll be interesting to see if Worlds it like brings down the anti-tank like damage that we face. I don't think it will.
Well, did you see Jack Harpster's list?
Yeah, the freaking 50 some Melta shots. Yeah, that's the nightmare scenario.
He changed it a bit. It has 40 now.
Only 40.
To answer your question, no rotate,
Yeah.
no fall back and shoot.
In armor detachment, you do.
Oh,
So
never mind.
Nice.
So yeah, rotate's big. So we've lost a ton of durability, right? We are still a stat check because it's still T11, T9 everywhere, but it's a lot less. It's a lot more squishy, right?
I'm glad you lost your fucking Feel No Pain.
Yeah, the Feel No Pain was in retrospect. The Feel No Pain was like keeping us alive. Like that was the whole thing.
Well, a 26 wound thing is actually 30 wounds.
100% it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad.
So that's the list. The other reason, so we kind of touched on it real quick. Strats are really strong. They only affect the baby knights, and the way they're worded, you can usually you can target 1 baby knight or up to 3 that are on the same bondsman ability. So you're getting a lot of value, certainly in the early game to mid game. Late game kind of falls off a little bit, but fall back and shoot, not charge, but fall back and shoot on 3 baby knights is very good. The rapid fire strat's good. We have a really bad armor of contempt that only works in shooting. So that's a thing.
We got one.
We do got one. It's for 1 activation on 1 guy and only in shooting. But anyway, we also do have a really cool one that's depend on the matchup is helpful. We can pull baby knights off the board. So if 3 knights that are under the same bondsman are within 9 inches of the board edge, take them off, put them in reserve, bring them back in later. So there's a lot of play. It plays the trade game the best. I think it's the least vulnerable to the swings of matchups, like I kind of mentioned before. It just plays well into most things. And if we're teching for Eldar, Admech, Space Marines, that's for sure a better list than like 4 big knights, and then, without a doubt.
And then what kind of like fringe things are you scared about then, I guess?
I mean, Admech, even though I kind of teched for it, Admech is still super, super scary. I think I'm less scared of the melee matchups. I'm not super scared of Black Templar anymore. I'm not super scared of World Leaders, where those are like doomsday scenarios for a lot of Knights players. I think that's like a lot more even. I'm not as scared. Yeah, what's super, super bad? The thing is, this list there's not a lot of stuff I'm like game lights out scared of. This is like I can play into kind of anything. I've got a game all over the place. I think Admech's still bonkers, just they have so much stuff. It's hard to deal with.
Yeah.
I think Eldar will still be tough for sure, but it's like maybe if I was running Questor's Companions with 3-4 big knights, that was like I'm getting, in a team's atmosphere, it's like an 18-2 for them or whatever. If best case scenario, it's like a 13-7. Now I'm like, okay, I can probably make a 10-10. Like I can do a 10-10 pretty easy. So yeah, just went safe, took it easy. Like I mentioned, allies. I honestly don't build a Knights list without a Calidus Assassin anymore. It's just she's so good. You could consider dropping her, I guess, in Spearhead because you do have more of a wide footprint with more armigers. But she's just so good. The Vector aura is insane. Uppy downy every turn's insane. Like she makes her points back every game times 5. Like it's just not even close.
I've been we were so focused on teams as of late that I kept like forgetting I had access to her. So I was just like so used to not having access to her. So I started playing with her and I was like, man, I forgot how to use this thing. Like, had a couple games where I just threw her away. I was like, oh, that was dumb.
Yeah, super good. I'm very excited. I'm terrified of what we'll face, but I think this gives me this is again the safe bet. This was like the always have a good
and you feel comfortable with it too.
Well, this is very similar to what I used to run before the Codex dropped. Right, exactly. I was running 1 Canis Rex, a bunch of armigers, and some allies. So going to 2 bigs and a bunch of armigers and allies. It's straight within my wheelhouse. I know how it plays. I know the kind of flow of the game. So
I think there's something to be said about like what you're comfortable with. It will increase
100%.
like your win rate, just the games, the quality of your games.
Yeah, sure. 100%.
Not just like picking up. Oh, I know this is the best army.
No, I
it's
think
not always going to be it's not always going to be the best choice because you're not going to know how to maximize all those activations.
Yeah.
Right. At least it's easy, or if you're some kind of genius.
Getting used to the footprints too.
Yep.
You know.
Oh,
Yep.
100%. Yeah. So I'm very excited. Give me not an easy path, but if I get a couple of nice easy ones early, that'd be kind of sick and go hard at the end. That'd be awesome. Adam, what's going down? You teased it a little bit. What you got going?
So staying on, we got Black Templars. I did have access to a lot of these other kind of, like we said, these like, I have access to the Raven Guard list.
Sure.
I had played the Vanguard detachment when it first came out with the Codex. Or I was playing that. I was like one of the first people to be like, hey, Centurions, these are the bee's knees.
I remember
God,
that.
dev
Yeah.
sets are
So
wild.
the playstyle is very much similar. Some things have changed. Obviously, now you've got the 2 Raven Guard characters, and like Centurions don't deep strike anymore. You're playing the table edges. So I had that, but I remember being really frustrated with the way Vanguard played kind of towards the end of its early life cycle when it was kind of the thing back then. And I don't think I had the time. Like I think the thing about Worlds here is you really want to be focused, and like I think people who are kind of waffling and flip-flopping around right at the last minute are going to struggle a bit.
Suffer for it, yeah.
So I felt like that was going to be a symptom of swapping to Raven Guard, because it is such a different play style, right? It throws away that 2 to 3 tanks, yada, yada, yada. It changes that formula quite a bit. So I just wasn't ready to go back to that. I'd also explored my Guard again. But similar thing, like Guard for me is a bit more like riding a bike. Like I can easily just go back. I know exactly what I'm doing. But I think the Black Templars had a bit more kind of like gas in the tank for player skill. I have like reactive moves with Gladius. Like I'm playing in Gladius. Gladius is Warhammer 40k, the rules.
Yeah.
You got access to Ignores Cover, Lance, extra AP, Advance and Charge, Fallback and Shoot. And
Everything.
And then you look at like Combined Arms, you've got move your orders around and then like
I don't even know what the
hold
strats
on
are.
tight for your opponent's turn.
Sure.
But your orders,
Like-
your orders are basically strategy.
Your orders are your strats, sure.
Yeah. But it's all on your turn.
Right.
So like with Combined, you have stuff to like, oh, first you get the bonus movement, then you swap to the plus to shoot. That's all great for my turn. But when my opponent starts doing things, it's kind of just like, hey, I hope you don't roll good, or like I hope
Just hold on to your
Hope things
butt.
go my
like you
way.
said. Just hold on to your butts. Hope you have stuff at the end.
Recon Guard obviously kind of helps fill that gap because it has reactive moves and removing stuff off table edges and stuff like that. But it's same thing. That list requires so much like pilot knowledge and that's just like so much time that I just can't get ready. I don't own too many Death Corps. I'm sure someone would have lent them, but
The Kriegsman. Yeah, there's lots of Kriegs out there.
yeah, I've got so many guardsmen at home. No Kriegsmen. So I got to start investing in Kriegsmen and horses. I have no horses.
I
Horses are
can
fun.
get you Kriegsman for sure.
Yeah, well, I won some store credit from the league, so
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna
did.
go.
Oh, that's
Hey,
right.
I'm
congrats,
gonna
by
go
the
buy
way.
some horses.
Yeah, you won your bracket. That's right.
Yeah. And then Votan, they still play that 2 to 3, like the good Warhammer list, but the new models were really pushed, and it's still doing the same trick. But then the codex changes feel it's so similar but so different at the same time.
If I can interject, it felt like out of the box, and this happens a lot with codexes, I guess. So maybe that's the answer. It felt like out of the box, Votan was going to be bonkers broken. What were we overreacting? Was it just
Yeah, so there was that really strong transport detachment with that stratagem
okay,
that was
yeah.
recently changed, and that really took the power out of that. And now it just plays really generic Warhammer.
Gotcha.
Or like transport. I call it transport Warhammer. We've seen that with like the mechanized assault. What other
Space Raiders.
Space Raiders? Yeah. Once you like kill all the transports, you lose your army rule, and Warhammer stuff dies now.
Got
so
it.
it's
that
like,
was the fear. Okay, that makes
yeah.
sense.
So that's the fear.
Got it.
Where was I going? with
Sorry,
that?
continue with Votan.
Votan, yeah. I like one thing in Warhammer I don't love to do is like shooting by committee. And now with your Ignores Cover being stripped away, we got more rerolls, which is definitely awesome. Having the Ignores Cover get really moved to the broke here and having to shoot them first, I hate that. Like I have to shoot a unit to shoot a unit to then
Right.
shoot a unit. With Castigators having their ignores cover built in, then adding the CP, you kind of bypass that a bit with castigators, which I'm really jealous of. I'd love to have castigators in like any of my armies.
No doubt.
So yeah, reasons. Switch to autocannons in mind though.
All of them?
Yeah, the 2, yeah. So autocannons, like
just
overall
for the
have more
range.
shots.
Yeah.
Just because at 24-inch range, and I can shoot in combat.
Interesting. Yeah.
Because the other ones are blast.
The blast weapon.
That makes sense. I guess.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and if you just throw like a couple like crap blast shots, it's just like I don't know. Doesn't feel as good.
I'm just an ignores cover lover.
And it's twin link too for the autocannons, right?
It's ignore cover is
like,
bonkers. It's super good.
It is, but I can strip cover with emulators.
No, I'm saying so that we all have ignores cover in our list right now, or you're talking about it now, I guess at least. But
sorry to interject there.
Just Votann got moved around, and that new yield point system is
it does feel janky,
funky.
Yeah.
It's just unnecessary.
There's like definitely some teeth with the like all berserks.
I haven't seen it played at all, but it sounds like it's got some sauce.
If you need a good game to watch, like if anyone's interested in, because Votann's still are good.
Are you gonna pitch a different show right now? Go get in there.
It's the Art of War, which is Sigler versus
Fireside 40K. I've been watching them a lot lately.
Sure, Fireside, yeah.
Tim Schneider, who is like the Votann guy, plays against David Gaillard's Black Templars. And one game goes really like so bad, it's like a 20-minute game. And they just re-rack and play.
Yeah, nice.
So it's very interesting. Not for the Votann. They lose it really bad. But interesting stuff. It's like this weird pressure list, but with like elements of other stuff.
I didn't mean to besmirch 40K Fireside. Great show. Everybody go watch them too.
Yeah, great show. There's so much great Warhammer content.
They're very smart.
But the best can be found here.
Obviously, the best is here.
David, you want to duck down? That's Bloodbath Tactics.
You can hit the subscribe button. Add that in, guys.
Here's my dog. Yeah.
Dog over here.
We know what we're doing sometimes.
So reasons like that. So I've been on my Black Templars for a bit. I picked them up for the team tournament because at the time Knights really popular, and they had this really nice kind of just apply damage principle to them.
Yeah.
So then I'd been playing them for a while, and I'd been kind of just stuck in that apply damage principle version of them. And I was like, wait a minute, this runs out of steam kind of quick if you run into stuff with good trash.
Right.
So just like been playing around and changing stuff around. So I ended up with triple repulsor executioner. They're your transports, they're your gunboats.
Yeah, they're good at everything.
They're a great Overwatch tool. And I think on GW, having the third, to me, is a bit more important. Just because
I agree.
We're going to catch that one game with a weird sightline, and then having that third rep X is going to be just so awesome.
Yeah.
And they still require commitment to going and killing. So I got them. I added a Calidus. That's a new addition as well. She's great for keeping around for in those melee matchups, just changing how CP works. I've had to play the Black Templars mirror match so many times.
Really?
And then I played it without the Calidus and was like, oh man, I wish it just had a Calidus so that people weren't fighting on death all the time.
She's a game changer for so many matchups, yeah.
And so great for late game. So just an awesome tool there.
She's basically invincible like past 3.
Yeah.
Because like if you don't commit her and you just kind of keep her as like a defensive body, then by turn 4 or 5, nobody really wants to commit anything to kill them. To kill Calidus, and Calidus can just do whatever she wants.
Yeah. And she's like the one you can trust her to go fight those little 5-man.
Yep.
Yeah, she can trade trash.
Oh, she'll fuck up some scouts and like
her
whatever.
Her flamer is like weirdly great into them.
Anti-infantry 2 flamer, yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
D6 shots.
So that's new.
Yeah.
One of the tech pieces that Black Templars are kind of playing with right now, David also did really well at the London Grand Tournament with it's a Grimaldus with 10 assault intercessors. A couple things it does is it gives you it's a 14-man unit because he comes with these 3 little servitor guys. So it's a 14 model unit. So you actually can score cull. So someone draws it early, they're stuck with it, and you mess with their card economy. The same way the guard list takes the single sentinel to screw with the card economy.
Yeah. Gotcha.
He was playing that on UKTC, which has some really big Doritos that you can...
I call them Doritos.
Doritos.
Yeah.
For anyone listening. Just a big, easy to hide L-shaped ruin.
Couple L's just going like this or whatever it is.
Because 10 Marines plus him and his boys take up quite a bit of space.
Sure.
You can fit like in that one layer. You can fit like your entire army almost in like that one little...
It's insane.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like one of the... like it's either that or your third Rep X, and then that Rep X also kind of splits into like another transport. I opted to just take the safe route here and play. Staying with Gladius, like we said, it's Warhammer 40K, the rules. You've got access to literally everything you need at any given time. And that flexibility. So in practice games, sometimes like you're playing more to see just like encounter scenarios so that you know how to apply the detachment and your data sheets to it. That's like the best way to like learn from Gladius.
Yeah, just limit testing everything. Yeah.
Like Sword Brethren, 3 units of them. 3 of the Martial Lieutenants. They give you rerolls on hits. So now, like I said before, I was just kind of, they were always with the Sword Brethren, and then I was just like turbo killing whatever I touched.
And then dying.
Like, okay, dying. So adding a couple more of these little 5-man Assault Intercessors for them to go in, so then you get your full hits and your full wound rerolls when you're fighting on objectives. And then
Really punches them up.
because in a game with Frazier, like a 5-man Assault Intercessor like failed to kill 2 Chaos Mine. It's like, okay, that can't be happening. Like, we need to finish these guys off. So that even just that single Castellan getting added in flips that, which is nice. And then in like my Eldar matchups, I had a practice game with Simon. I broke up everybody. Every character was on his own. Like the Emperor's Champion is an incredible model. He wins games.
Yeah.
Movement 8, like 11 sweep attacks, 8 strike attacks, anti-character death,
you don't need
precision.
you don't need to consolidate the power. Just spread it right out.
Spread it right out.
That's smart. Yeah, for sure.
The like Black Templars captains are 8 attacks base, and they go up the more people that are around. Like that'll go threaten a 5-man, whatever.
Rinse Eldar
Anything.
skirmishers. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So just like little stuff like that. Just had to reapproach my like play style with them, and then I was just waffling over like that last 200 points of like. It ended up being 2 jump pack intercessor units, but it could have been Outriders or this or that. I ultimately just found the JPI the most safe into everything.
I agree.
Yeah.
They have a better deep strike, right? And the mortal wounds on charges is good, and like.
Yeah, because Space Marines have this weird problem. Like their trash is all in this like 70 to 95 points. They're all in this one little range band of points. But they all do everything slightly different, but sort of the same.
Yep.
Yep. You kind of got your mainstays like your scouts. Also, a Space Marine list, you always just start with your Combi Lieutenant.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Start right in the Combi
is
Lieutenant.
there a Space Marine list you played against that did not have a Combi Lieutenant? I don't think so.
He's there too.
So good.
So yeah, just lots of access to loan up, lots of options for the way you combine your characters, and so just like it's just a tool. It's a toolkit.
Very flexible. Yeah, for sure.
Love it.
Definitely
Smart.
worried about. I think I need to play the Raven Guard. Like I know how to play both sides of that, and it feels pretty tough. That rapid ingress is really nasty.
Yeah, turn 1 rapid is a very tough thing to play around for everybody.
Well, just because like from a Black Templar side, I would want to be like, okay, I have my stuff safe in my boxes in my rep X's, but then they could just slowly like, here's my Centurion unit that pops the rep X, and then you have your 12.1 inch away Vanguard vet unit that's waiting outside the range that then jumps in, and you just clear a box all at once, and then they just spend a couple CP and reset it all over again.
Yep.
And they just do that 2 or 3 times, and game's kind of over.
You're super done. Yeah.
So
it's just so efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to play some angles and see what kind of the damage numbers look like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a match tomorrow. I'm excited to get taught.
I've played it a few times. You got to just like, this seems obvious, but take space, right? And I think Black Templar, the list sounds like it can do that, so you should be okay. But like, you just gotta like, don't give them any good spots. Take up space on the board, especially even the mid board early.
Make them ingress into spots where you can shoot stuff that isn't loaned up.
100%. Yeah. Just don't give them the good angles on the sides and shit like that.
Yeah, and then so like I've been practicing a ton. So I did get a gate. I went to a little RTT at Under the Mountain Games here, local Calgary, which is kind of like they're newer to the scene, and they're really pushing for like
I've seen them
more
recently.
competitive, and
Yeah.
it was an awesome event.
Cool.
And what's so great about playing Warhammer here in Calgary is like because it's such like a healthy, growing community that, and like competitive's not seen as like this negative thing because everyone plays at such a nice like.
We're all friendly. We're all
friendly.
very friendly. You can talk to us, guys. We're
Is
friendly.
that
Cass
players-
is a jackass.
Players that
Fraser's
are
a
new,
jackass. Cass is a jackass. Don't talk to them.
they like want to get better.
Welcome to competitive community.
Oh, you're playing Tau? Get the fuck out of here, loser.
Because you're idiots.
I hear that. Sorry to interrupt on your point. I hear from like non-competitive players that's still a fear for them. They're like, I don't know if my like army's up to snuff to play competitive tournaments. I don't know like how people would receive me. And I'm like, just do it. It's way we're very fortunate here in Calgary. I agree.
You know, it's funny. So we both played the gentleman at Orchard, who was his first tournament, and I remember being like, "All right, I can help him out, no problem." And then he did like a few things where I'm like, wait a minute. He
Yeah, the
knows what
French
he's
guy. What was his name?
I cannot remember.
I don't know
I
off
was
the top of my
gonna
head.
well.
He
He
did very
whacked
well.
me in the last round. I'm like,
Yeah,
God
he only lost to me.
yeah.
He did really well in the tournament.
Yeah. So like the ability for new players to jump in and like and I find the local commitment to wanting to be better is just so
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the hunger. So like shout out to I played his name is Dan. He was playing the like 200 guardsman recon list and man, what an awesome game. Like so I kind of was told him I was like, hey, I'm going to use this as like a learning tool and he's like, well, I'm still kind of learning the game, so I'm going to learn. He played it incredibly well for given how new he was. Like I was super impressed. So
Very cool.
And it was a great experience for me to test my list into that. And you got to be ready for it. You got to know what it does.
Aye.
I think my list has the tools. Dan, obviously, he admitted to making a few mistakes, but I think even with the mistakes, I still have an in. But man, if someone really plays that, it's like I can see how this can get out of hand real quick.
Crazy. Just a carpet of fucking bodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So yeah, shout out Under the Mountain Games. They ran a really great
That's
event.
cool. It's a cool little store too.
Yeah, the
I've
train's
never
great.
actually been.
Train's awesome.
That's
Where's
dope.
it?
It's in Brentwood Mall across from
Gonna say,
UFC.
for our international viewers, this is very helpful.
It's in a tiny little strip mall in just kind of wherever.
I've
And-
never actually
By
been there.
McMahon, right? Like kind of.
Yeah. We got out after the tournament, and I think the Stamps game was letting out. I was like, "Oh, traffic's brutal."
I'll go check it out. Very cool.
Yeah.
I like
So
it.
shout out those guys.
Nice.
Dope.
David.
Mr. David, you've been, as we mentioned at the top of the show, you've been checked out a little bit. You've been on a European tour.
Yeah, so I've been playing World Eaters since I want to say since teams, Sask teams.
Right.
After that event, I've just been on World Eaters.
Okay.
And so I went on vacation. I missed Orchard. I missed Edmonton.
Everything. Yeah.
I had my 5th round league game where I was undefeated, and I had to forfeit it because of reasons.
Health reasons, yep.
Health reasons. And so I've been no events whatsoever. So I've been a little checked out. So I was thinking, I don't really know what's going on with meta. Other people do. So I asked Fraser, what are you bringing? And I took that. So I bring, and so I was
Genius.
thinking like, I'll just take Fraser's list. Because
Okay.
if I do better than him with his list, it will be really funny.
We'll have a whole episode.
Yeah. I mean, it's not likely.
Fraser will sit there and he won't have a mic either.
yeah,
Dunce cap.
yeah, not only do you get a good list, you know it's a good list for sure, but there's that tiny little upside that you could rub it in Fraser's face.
Yeah, and if I don't do better than him,
Then
it's
whatever.
like, he's
Can
better
I even
player
play?
than
That's
me.
whatever.
So, okay.
Win-win situation.
It's a win-win situation.
It's all upside. You're good.
But really, no. I only took the list because I quite liked it. I've always found it difficult to build a list with 3 spawn, and still fitting everything else in. And he somehow managed to do it. I was like tinkering. I want 2 hull brutes in my list. Ended up cutting the hull brutes, such is life. But basically, it's your pretty standard stuff. It has your demon prince, has your triple spawn, has your 2 forge fiends, it has 2 berserker bricks and a rhino with the Karn and a Mo with the berserker glaive, and a couple 8-bound, exalted 8-bound, and 2 slaughter bounds with favored, and a jackal squad, and that's the whole list. It's a pretty standard world eater list, and it's pretty.
In Berserker Warband. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah. Of
it's
course.
pretty good into everything. I find in a lot of my games, you kind of win the game on turn 1, like just staging, giving your opponent no options, making them get too close, put units on objectives that but just get them too close to you because your threat range is so hard if you stage the berserkers properly, and then you have your rapid ingresses from the 8-bound. It just seems a lot of the time the outcome of the game by like bottom of 1 or 2 just because your opponent is like, I don't know how to trade into you without like getting a really bad heroic or giving or just losing the trade between the fight on deaths and the -1 damage. It's quite a problem to solve for a lot of armies that just can't do it. If you don't have the tools to kind of get around, like to shoot me off, get angles, be fast enough, be able to like live through my go turn, it can be a big problem. And a lot of that is player skill and skill expression, but all of it is also, it's just like, did you bring a list that can, kind of get around, the blood surge and the sticky objectives and the spawn?
You seem to have like a tool for almost every scenario. And it's kind of, but it's not
Which
like the
seems
strongest
crazy.
tool.
That seems crazy
But
for
it's kind
World
of
Eaters,
spread out
but
in the whole army.
Yeah.
Which then cascades on top of itself by like, it's gonna be successful somewhere, that it's always gonna have a better advantage for you.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But at the same time, like, you don't get a lot of stuff in the list. Like, the amount of models and wounds you get and the save and invols you get for that, like, if you put anything out, it's dying to a stiff breeze. So you really have to manage your resources properly.
Like, they can run out of gas pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well, they have no durability.
No.
Like nowhere.
None whatsoever.
Yeah,
It
which
doesn't matter sometimes.
The
though.
Doompregs, though.
Not being shot is infinite durability at the end of the day. Like,
Well, I mean, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like if you make a mistake though, you're in a lot of trouble. I played Matt the other day. I stuck a Forge Fiend out, just like staging it. He got a Riptide. He just put the Riptide out, shot the Forge Fiend, one shot it. It was like, ooh. I have one activation, a Forge Fiend's dead.
Yeah.
So if you don't manage your resources properly or you make mistakes, you're going to get punished for it, and you're going to be on the back foot like immediately. And then you're playing a game where you could have, really stomped and pushed the differential to like a 15 to 20-0. And now you're like struggling to pull out a small win.
barely a win. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very fair. From experience, playing around the Blood Surge is by far the hardest part of playing against world leaders right now. Like, it's
another part of that Blood Surge equation is with those rhinos. You look at their data sheet roll, and it's like, what the heck is this?
Yeah,
But
the
then
get out.
in practice, when you actually like play it, you're like,
It is so good.
man, this is good. Like, this is the perfect tool for this army.
It's really good. You like put a unit of spawn next to the rhino, and then your opponent stages to kill those spawn, and now they have to solve this another problem where it's like you're gonna have 10 berserkers intervening. Oh, I wanted to kill that rhino with 10 berserkers in, and then now they're battle
then
shocked
wrap
and they
them
can't.
and do it and screw
Yeah,
them
and
over.
it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, they're out, and now he can pop -1 damage, and now I'm not killing 20 berserkers, and they're just gonna kill me on the clapback.
Is
It's
there
a
a world though that like sometimes using the Blood Surge to your benefit, like say I'm going against you and using it like against you. So say I like put up an emulator like near it, and that's the closest enemy that you have to tag. I get some shots off, I kill X amount, but now you don't get the charge bonuses, and you're hitting that emulator. Sure, it's a trade piece there, but then you're kind of left in the open, not really doing anything the next following turn, and you get a decrease some action economy for the opponent. Like, could that maybe be a problem for the world leaders?
Oh, absolutely. Blood Surge, in my opinion, is more of an offensive tool than a defensive tool. Like, when I start my movement phase, I need to plan how I'm going to Blood Surge. I can't just do my turn and count on me Blood Surging into something next turn. I have to actually be like, okay, they're going to go kill that. He can only put like 2 things that can, counter my Blood Surge. Is it worth it? And then sometimes if there's not a lot of shooting, you probably just stay still and you don't Blood Surge a lot of the time.
Right.
Yeah, you don't take a bad blood.
Because it could like, and again, like say like you go into my emulator and then you made a charge easier for me to go in and just wipe them out.
Yeah.
And get a fight first there, right?
And it's hard to say sometimes, because if I have like Karn alive and a bunch of berserkers, I could just pick that emulator up pretty easily.
For sure.
Depending
Yeah.
on what's left in the unit. Right?
Yep. Yeah. There's lots of different ways. It's just like sometimes like if you're going against the world, and this is like if you're going against you, like don't always be afraid of the Blood Surge too. Like maybe try to use it to your advantage as well sometimes.
Yeah, just like move a 1 wound anything in front of the berserkers, and I have to Blood Surge into that now. Now, obviously, there's ways for me to manipulate that if you shoot me and I pull models, and now that's the closest unit. But for the most part, it's pretty easy to get around Blood Surge if you.
I didn't realize they had to go to the closest thing.
So the unit, as I understand, and David, correct me, the unit has to end closer to the closest enemy unit.
So-
but everybody else. So once you finish that move, everybody else can go wherever they want.
They set the end closer to the.
And they're
Because the unit has ended closer to the closest unit. That's your
it's not my model?
requirement is done. Now everybody else just moves where they want.
I'm going to
which
use
makes
this as a
things
real
very
learning
awkward.
experience. So their maximum Blood Surge is a 7.
No,
The-
No,
9.
it's an
9.
8. So if you want to be outside of engagement range, you have to be 9 away.
9.1.
So if you put one unit 9.1 and another unit like 9.2, they have to move closer to the 9.1, and then so you can kind of manipulate their movement in that regard.
If they do it though.
Yeah. And they don't have to use the full move. Like, it's just a
No, they
move,
don't have
yeah.
to.
And that's the CP to get the
I
full-
believe
Yeah.
like
The
if
full Blood
I
Surge.
roll a 3, so it's 3 plus 2, and I rolled a 5. I believe I do have to move 5 inches towards you. I
No,
can't.
you can choose less.
It says as close as possible.
There's an FAQ for
Okay.
it.
Well, maybe I
can find it
should
for you
learn
if
the
you want.
rules to my army.
It's all good.
Let's
It came
look
up in
that
a
up.
conversation like just last week.
We're learning.
You
We're
can
all
go,
learning
You
here.
can go less than what you've rolled. You have the option.
There's a couple things from that conversation. I think the big thing about like both as the player of the world leader and playing against them, we just talked about like they don't really have great defensive, but they also have like if you were to take a gun, like treat an 8 pounds a punch as a gun, you'd be like, how is this allowed in the game?
That's
like,
insane.
like it's an ignores cover strength gajillion. It's insane. So really like your durability and your killingness, it almost like doesn't matter. Like you could play a game of Warhammer without rolling dice. It's kind of just like I got this tank in range.
It's
Yeah.
tricky
Good.
though
This dice,
because
this
you
dice,
could
this
like
dice. Yeah.
Overwatch with a castigator and kill 2 of them, and suddenly you're not going to have one 8-pound might actually kill a castigator.
It does.
but it doesn't. But
On the charge.
it could if you
Actually, Maverick
get
actually
sustained.
not.
But regardless, like they do die to anything.
But
so if from index to codex, they just shifted a ton of their durability into offense, especially after this last slate. And sure, they certainly could have stayed at 160. I think that's probably a little expensive, maybe like 150. But they hit way too hard.
But ultimately, what I was getting to is it's a movement game.
Yes.
In that matchup, much more than like when we played our sisters Black Tempos, it's more about like a tempo and trading. And this one, obviously those still apply, but it's much more like your placement has to be perfect because they're piling and consolidates can really gum you up and like
and the variance on not killing like a castigator chassis with 3 8-pound is really low. So like you can pretty much guarantee you're gonna kill anything you get them into. It's just a matter of like, is your movement right? Can your opponent capitalize on messing up your movement or denying you
like
damage with
once
an
that
Overwatch?
tank's dead, like are you gonna be wide up in the open? Are you gonna be able to hide behind terrain?
Yeah.
Does your 6-inch pile and consolidate actually land you into a safe spot and an objective after?
Half the time it's not even going to be up also, so you have to plan for that also.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, it can be because you just have that stratagem to like instantly re-roll the dice once you kill something.
No,
Kill a
you can
character.
only character or monster, so you don't
they
get
get
from
a little bit
vehicles or
worse.
infantry.
Yeah.
So like if you're just playing against guard, you're not getting that.
I was going to ask, it seems like, maybe an obvious question, but we talked about the like melee matches for world leaders previously. Is in any melee versus melee matchup, is world leaders just like the best without a close contender right now?
Yeah, but there's exceptions, right? Like
what?
Like Dark Angels.
Well, and why so?
Well, you got the lion with fights first,
Okay.
and he can. It's a turn 1 rapid ingress, right? So when you're staging your charges, you just there goes the lion. You're not going to charge anymore. You're going to have whatever's about to charge just sit there because you will get intervened, and the lion will kill literally any of your units.
Yeah,
and now you're relying. Okay, do you want to make that charge and just rely on a 4-up fight on death, or do you want to sit in the open and get shot or charge next turn? So that's really bad. But other than that, it feels like there's not a lot of other melee matchups that can
Just
deal
'cause
with
that
World
fight on
Leaders.
death.
Blood
It's
Angels
just so
cry into.
Oh, it's just I've seen so many
Custodians
guys.
too, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
The Custodes is a little better, but yeah.
really.
Yeah,
The
Who the heck-
talent is probably better.
Who the heck is playing them these days?
Also, yeah, who's playing
Well,
custodians? Don't worry about
Lions
that.
have fight on death, and Trajan,
They also have 3 units.
No one's running Trajan. Yeah,
fallback, shoot, and charge. Their shooting is
Doesn't
all
Forge Fiends
damage
just
too.
like pick up like an entire unit they look at?
yeah.
Well, if they bring Caladiuses, it's like it's a bit of
Okay,
a
fair
trading
enough.
game, and now you're
Fair enough.
relying on saves and live by the 4-up, die by the 4-up.
I think you mostly beat them though.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's certainly
Yeah.
winnable.
It just sounds like you're defending them. I think your matchup's wrong.
No,
Yeah.
it's still a good matchup for world leaders.
Yeah.
but
like
I
minus 1
don't think
damage
it's
in melee.
One of the not so bad.
a
for
good
them.
Custodes player can still win.
Sure. Fair. Very fair. It's funny you mentioned Dark Angels. If you're done with your world leaders list, I wanted to touch on something real quick. We're getting close to time, but I wanted to at least mention we had this past weekend. We had the Coventry. Was it Coventry GT, whatever it's called? I don't know the full name, but out in England in the UKTC, they had a huge event, and Dark Angels was one of the most popular factions taken at that event. The top are going to be Astra Militarum with 12, Dark Angels with 12, Space Marines with 18. So whoever knows what the different flavors there, Tyranids with 10, and World Eaters with 11. Which seems like a weird faction podium.
Guard is really popular out in the UK. You've kind of got like the cult of Nassim out there.
Sure. Yeah, fair. And also very, very different terrain layout. We kind of touched on that earlier. Almost a different game entirely, but it's a huge factor for sure. I'd be curious to hear what the Space Marine breakdown is, because I have to imagine there's a bunch of Raven Guard.
I think Templars also popular
Templars,
out there,
sure. Yeah, if you're saying that you can stage wildly safely in UKTC, I'm
Melee
sure
armies are,
melee stuff, yeah.
I think generally favored in UKTC terrain, just because of their layouts.
Yeah.
There's not the greatest shooting lanes for a lot of the times, and if guards, that popular, but you can still like kind of clog up the board and find those angles.
And they have secret melee with like Bullgrin and the horses, and then you use your like infantry to gum up those big Toritos, because you can't do the fight through walls and.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. There's no WTC fight rules.
And like
stuff.
I've seen, like even AdMac is good too, because they have some good melee units too, and they can kind of like hide
AdMac
and stage all their shooting behind the Doritos and like kind of come up and take any angle you want.
Are crazy.
AdMac there was
awesome.
3 AdMac.
They're the best
super
skirmish units in the
underrepresented.
game, in my opinion. The infiltrators.
Good trash.
Good trash.
Very, very
Who else
good.
was up there? So maybe not podiuming for faction, but you had a lot of Necrons, which are just like good, generically good. Tau.
Pathfinders are pretty good.
Can we talk about Tau for a quick sec? Is Tau on the rise right now?
They're really good.
Power's so good.
Oh yeah.
Right? I think Tau are
Rampagers?
like secretly on the rise right now. I
Ox
think
Cadre.
I'm scared
I've
of
always
Tau.
said Rampagers are good. I think they might be like the best melee unit in the game.
Best skirmishing unit?
Settle down.
I mean, I don't
It's 170 points for 30 wounds that hit like a truck.
do bunch of mortals on the charge. Like,
I think the real apocalypse will come if they let them walk through walls.
yeah, that's game. That's we're screwed. There's no way.
Then I'll let you have that statement.
Fair. That is their own limiting factor right now. They move 10.
7 advance and charge, and they have
Okay,
access
got
to
it,
auto
advance and
6
charge.
advance.
Yeah,
And
that's why they feel so
scout
fucking
7
fast.
too.
And 1 CP reroll wounds.
And then Riptide's got their little
That one's big.
strength
That's a
bonus.
huge buff.
Yeah.
Huge buff. So yeah, Tau I think will be interesting to watch out for.
Because you can kind of make a list where like you have your 30 rampagers, and then you have these awesome shooting profiles right behind it, so they can push on primary and like push the opponents in like these weird positions where you can get an angle with your Riptide, and then if you start tagging their Riptides, they just fall back onto the objectives and steal your primary.
Yep.
Sorry,
It's something like that fallback move in an end of combat phase is actually an insane strat.
Yes, it's nuts.
It's insane.
With how fast Tau units generally move, and they have all that fly and stuff. Yeah,
And
it's
generally,
super,
you
super
want to
awkward.
touch everything in a shooting army. You suddenly
You
don't want to touch
Yeah,
Tau.
I don't want to give you 10 extra
There was times I just
right
didn't
now.
charge anything because I was like, I'm not going to kill it. I'm not going to charge
And
it.
if the Rampagers somehow survive, like it's basically just a fake fallback and charge.
Yeah.
And if they're at 2 models, then you kind of get around the battle shock too, and they're leadership 7. It's
right.
It's really good.
I was just looking at the chart I was reading from. They actually separated out some of the Space Marines.
Yep.
So
They gave us false
they've got
information.
I give you very briefly false information. I apologize. Black Templars were their own separate thing, only at 5. Blood Angels were at 7. Space Wolves were at 6.
There's this
I
crazy
think
piece
that's
of
it.
information.
Dark
I'm gonna
Angels
get
were
to
at
it.
12, like I said. So 18 Space Marines means like, I guess Raven Guard, like the Ultramarines, like the Codex chapters, basically, right? So the Shadow Mark Talon and whatnot. So like,
I would check
Stormlance
out-
too.
Oh yeah.
Stormlance,
Yeah.
Gladius, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's the books that got their own codexes.
Yeah,
that,
Codex
so,
compliant.
Ultramarines just got that new Victrix Guard
Yeah,
separate
that's
unit in
not
Calgar.
live for Worlds though.
No, it will not
right.
be.
Okay, I didn't even look at it yet.
But man, like I'd be looking at that right now just to go back to having
look at it.
Desolation Marines.
Oh, are those
Like
back on the
super-
menu? No,
Oh, yeah.
no, stop. Why? What happened? Why are they back?
Because there's a bunch of 5-man sister units running around, and
Yeah,
5-girl sister units.
Sorry, guys.
How dare you
I ruined them
mention
out.
it?
Why did I bust them out so early?
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I should have just waited a month.
Like think about like taking out your Desolation Marine unit and be like, I'm shooting your warp spires before you get a move with them. A player would be like,
yeah,
"That's all."
yeah, that's true. It's.
They punching fire too.
No,
No,
probably
but
not.
your Vangor launcher gets the -1 with the ignores cover if they stand still.
Yeah.
There's like if Blood Angels got better, the Angelic Inheritors, you put like a character with them. I think you can put like apothecaries and librarians with them. They get access to real ones to hit and wound because of Angelic Inheritors, and then they have a strat for lone op to lone op them. So you can actually have them stand out, shoot their big rockets and their rocket launchers,
okay.
lone
Yeah,
op
yeah,
them,
yeah.
and then so
Are we gonna see indirect come back? Can we not do that? Let's not do indirect.
Yes, please.
let's do it.
Actually, as a night player, I super don't care about indirect, but except for my poor little navigator sitting on home, he's like,
Well, and that's why Desolation Marines kind of help. I know you're spending 200 points on 5 dudes, but they they also have like the crack rockets. So
Sure, they can do other stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know how helpful looking at Coventry, sorry, faction representation will do for Worlds, because that's just the UKTC meta. We're looking at global meta.
Yeah.
Right, but you know you're on a GW layout, so like you can if you have a good list, you can kind of fuck around with like 200 to 300 points to kind of make it better in a GW layout.
Sure.
Right, but you still have that same core.
Yeah.
Because the rules are still the same essentially.
We're playing the same game.
Yeah.
It's just different. The flow is different.
Well,
the
in
staging is
WTC,
different.
I didn't realize you can't do the red strat for free.
Oh, because she's not on the table.
No, like you can't. The canonist can't -1 strat to res herself back up.
Because
she's dead. She's not on the table when you're dead.
That's
Yeah.
why. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. I just thought like you can't res strat for like I thought it was a
Yeah.
rule.
How could you not? You could never use any res strats then. All res strats are after the unit's dead.
Well, it's 1 CP. It's not
Yeah.
just free.
No.
It's because her ability
I
is
see.
like
You can use the strat. You just
Yeah.
can't do it for free. I understand. Gotcha.
her
I was
data
like,
sheet
what the
isn't
fuck,
on the
Necrons,
table
come
to make
Yeah.
access of.
That's why. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
before we do wrap, I want to get predictions. Sorry, did you have any more comments for World Ears? Or you good?
No.
Okay, so how about we? What are your predictions for Worlds? Like, what do you think? What do you think? I think it's John Lennon with his Raven.
He's getting
card.
married this year. He said he's not locked in.
Oh,
He's playing, but he's not like
he's not locked.
not locked in.
Well, he's getting locked in to life.
Unsubscribe.
I'm unsubscribing. That was the cheesiest thing I ever heard. Getting locked
Well,
into
straight
life.
married guys here.
That's
you know?
true. Yeah.
We know what's up.
And one of us has kids.
Kid,
did you get locked in on life? Anyway, you didn't come here for dad advice. Okay, so your prediction is Space Marines is John Lennon. But do you think Space Marines like the Shadowmark Talon will take it down? Is that your prediction? Lock it in? There's money on the line. We're going to bet.
No, I think it's a guard list.
You think guard?
I think it's a guard list.
Interesting.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be like not prepared, and he's just gonna get the right matchups. And
Yeah,
work
and then
his
it's
way
just
through.
they can kind of play most. Like, what are their bad matchups really?
Are we talking
Guard's
like
in
the
such a strange
recon,
spot, like-
the recon
Right,
element
you know what I
crazy
mean?
list?
Yeah, they're kind
Like-
of Schrodinger's guard.
They're both good and not good.
It's like, and then they're gonna get the right matchups at the right time, and then like even if it's a bad matchup, it's still probably okay because the way they built their list. They call the right orders, they move the right spots, they get the right
4 hour
calls.
rounds.
Oh,
4 hour
yeah.
rounds.
You
is
get
fucking
4 hour
juicy.
rounds. You
That's
can
crazy. I
move.
can't wait to play 2 games a day, 4 hour rounds. It's gonna be so relaxed. Like
You're
who
gonna play
cares?
1 hour. You're
Yeah,
playing nights.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
I'm
over.
playing baby nights. Maybe an hour and a half. All
Are you
right.
getting the aquarium season pass?
Yeah, there you go. Shout out Fraser. Okay, you're calling. You're
I
calling
think a
guard.
guard list
Calling
is gonna
guard.
do it,
Okay,
yeah.
I'll go last. Dave, you go.
I
Who's winning?
think it's going to be Skari's Drakari.
Wow.
I played Drakari the other day.
Interesting show.
Those 5-man Incubi squads with character support are ridiculous. And they just have, lots of Dark Lances. I think it's
And that's
great
a
army.
deep toolbox, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because everything like gets a different rule for coming out of the Raider. Is that right? Am I-
Yeah, there's 3 different
Yeah.
rules on the Raider.
Yeah.
They get
Yeah.
sticky, deploy 6, and I don't know what the other one is.
Big rules. And I think Scari's hungry. Like
Yeah, he wants it bad.
wants
That's
it
not a bad
bad.
show.
Yeah.
That's a good show.
Shout out to him. I was actually watching a practice game with him just before we got here, like live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just seemed like he was like in a weird position. He was just gonna go off, and it was just like, oh my god.
Was he playing Drakari?
Yeah.
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 I think he was going against Tau actually.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
He made a post on Facebook or something saying that he was locking Necrons and everybody freaked out. And he's like, no, everybody, it's okay. I'm playing Drakari.
I think he's playing Coterie, right? I think.
I have no idea. I don't think he posted his list.
I think I've seen it. I don't want to
Wait,
say. 'Cause I
Coterie?
want everyone else.
Wait,
to
is there
see.
another Coterie?
Coterie Coven? Yeah.
Oh, they're all Coteries now. Okay, cool. Adam, what's the prediction?
Funny that you say Necrons. I think that there's gonna be like a secret sauce Necron. They just got those 2 new data sheets.
Oh
and
no, the data
They
sheets
just don't count, do they?
That's
Because
a
they were
good
past October
question.
19th.
Were they?
Oh yeah, they were.
They might have been. They were really
might have been.
close. I don't know. I don't think those shitty. Well, not shitty. Those very niche 3 data sheets will tip the scale for Necrons at all.
Of course. No, I just think God, Necrons have been so good all edition.
They've just been consistent. Yeah. I don't know. They're taking it down.
And maybe
but
someone's like cracked some sort of secret, like last minute tech.
calling Necron. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I think
Like
or
double
it's like
Wraithbreak?
the sleeper one,
Like a double Wraithbreak
Sure. You're
type
going
of list,
for
though,
you're going for a
or-
dark horse pick.
kind of a dark
That's
horse.
all right. I
That
feel you.
or
You
really
don't
hope
get a
not.
second pick. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm making the rules up as we go. I don't
All right, you have
abide
to guess.
by.
Fine, get one more pick. What's your backup pick?
He's Gladius. He can just do whatever you roll, right?
I've got access to the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably like EC or World Leaders. One of the Chaos books.
Just pick 3 things. Yeah. Great prediction, Adam.
Someone's going to win this tournament.
I don't.
I predict that enough action will win.
You know what? It could just be Jake, and he just stat checks the entire
Just
tournament.
checks.
Rolls his
Hey,
fours.
listen, dude won the Edmonton Open, the Trident Edmonton Open, came second at the Games Workshop Edmonton Open. You don't count Jake out ever.
I tabled him at teams. He won't say it, but I did. To the model.
The world isn't
Poor guy's not
ready
here to
for
defend himself. Here I am trying to build him up.
He won't. If you see him in the comments, ignore him.
So I'm on the fence. I genuinely think AdMech could take it.
Oh, yeah, AdMech.
You can't pick 4.
I'm stealing it.
Adam, you're done.
My new
You
pick's
get out of here.
AdMech.
You're done.
Link above.
I think it's AdMech. I think Eldar could also do it, but I'm gonna throw it at AdMech. I think AdMech is just, they've got everything right now. They're so strong.
Good pick.
I think that's probably my guess. I'll put it on AdMech. My money is on AdMech.
They get rolled by melee pressure armies, though.
Sure, that's fair. That's fair. So then you get to gatekeep the fucking AdMech from us.
As David says, like wrong mission, right time. Like you just catch the melee one, and like your last chickens pick up God, and game's over.
Your day two's open layout.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's okay.
You get screened out by the flying dudes, and
Yeah,
I
if you
think,
just dodge your world
what's
leader
the Art of
matchups.
War guy that's got going on AdMech?
Siegler.
That's Siegler, right?
Yeah.
I think
won
I'm
the
not going to
VO.
name him as the winner, but I think
It's a safe bet.
he'll make
I
a
think
good.
we
deep
all
run.
know what everyone's because they're pretty open about, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, and their lists are
Like
locked.
I think Nick is on Eldari, and then
Yes. I think so.
Jack's on Sisters, and Michael
John.
Mann's on Spaceballs, I think.
Yep. And John is on.
Shadow Strike or whatever.
So then
Shadow
the
Town,
inverse
Shadow Mark.
question: is there any faction you think will have zero representation? Like not
No,
even
not at
a
Worlds.
single soul.
I mean, there's going to be at
Sub
least
5
2
people.
sub 5 players, Imperial Agents for
Yeah,
sure.
Okay, well,
And then who else is struggling right now?
maybe Grey Knights, but I feel like someone
Knights?
will,
Maybe Grey Knights. No, Knights won't get abandoned quite yet. I'll go sub.
Orcs maybe pretty low.
Orcs are strong right now. Orcs got fucking big buffs.
There's some work builds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's we're in a really healthy meta. I don't think there's gonna be any like super low.
Yeah.
Imperial Agents is not a real army, so they don't.
And what kind of tournament is if you don't hear someone yelling "Wah" in your face? Are you a War? You seem like a
No,
War.
God no.
I would love. I want.
He
to-
would be a War.
I would wah
for sure.
to the tip of my
Yeah,
tongue, my voice.
Oh,
I
I think
think
the
it should be
gentleman from the Okanagan who does he recites the incantations of like Dom Messiah.
he for Knights. His name's Daniel.
Daniel,
he's
yeah,
the
yeah.
best. He
Shout out
does like
Daniel.
a pre-game chant for the Knights. It's great. I want to play Orcs in Bully Boys that gets double wah, so I can wah twice a game, and I'm going to talk in nothing but an Orc accent the whole game. That's me. I'm so excited.
You're off the podcast.
Well, we probably want to go and take it for the narrative you want. Like,
Yeah, I'm just going to go over to the grand.
yeah,
narrative.
go hang out with them.
You guys have fun. I'm going to play Orcs over here.
Yeah.
Because Orcs is the biggest and the strongest. Thank you so much, everybody,
Yeah,
for joining us.
yeah. Just actually, before we go,
You had a quick shout out, yeah.
one thing I want to mention to all our listeners here in Alberta, we have started the structure of building the team. We want to get a team built by the end of January to then go across Canada and submit for team events. There is going to be applications up by the end of this week. So we're filming here. What's the date today? The 27th.
27th.
This is
Yeah,
27th
Jesus,
today,
I know what
October
that is.
27th, the Monday. By this weekend, we should have the applications up. Feel free to, if you're not in the Discord already, just reach out to us. And if you're in the Discord, the application will be there. We'll give you the link, sign in, apply. And then what's going to happen is it's going to be 2 GTs in January and 2 RTTs leading up to the GTs in January. That it's going to be part of the selection. Now, everything is like optional. You don't have to do these GTs if you don't want to, but they are going to be heavily considered in the selection process. We want to see how you play, skill level, and just like vibe. We don't want if you're a salty Susan or whatever it is.
No salty Susan.
No salties.
We don't want no
But
scrubs.
it's a learning experience too. You get to play against people all across the province. You chat with us, and so please reach out. And we'd love for you guys to be part of the team and really make a super team out here in the West.
It's a great time to be playing Warhammer in Alberta, and I think it's a big credit to like guys like you guys, right? And just having like the conversation locally. So if anyone's like new to the game or like being scared, like you said, come show up to the tournaments and I guess just like a big, and like thanks for always having me on. And
Yeah,
thanks,
you're all right.
And it's like thanks for helping grow the community with stuff like this.
Well, for sure. And you know what? The community is a big part of it too. Like we did an election process for all of Team Alberta. It was all votes and everything else. So we got a council of I want to say Council of Toms because I think it's hilarious. But you know, we got our
Not all Toms this time.
Yeah, we got Council of Ricks essentially, and then we also have captains and 2 assistant captains for regions, all voted by you guys. So
with the goal of make Team Alberta and go smash Ontario. That's the goal.
Smash you.
Is where people listen to
We know,
Ontario.
yeah.
We're coming for you. You guys got big team events. We're gonna come smash
Also,
them.
smash that subscribe and bell button.
Yeah, get them. Get them. That's right.
Yeah,
Anything
that's
else
it.
on Team Alberta? You're good.
No, just hey. Get in the Discord and we'll have all the updates and everything else. And there's like a lot of different channels too. There's TTS channels for it too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You can always reach out to any of us, and we're always willing to either give our advice or even play practice games or practice deployments or whatever it is. So I know I'm always there to help, and I'm probably a little too active on Discord.
Yeah.
Turning to McWhirp.
Yeah, I'm the other sister's Canadian
sister.
player.
Nurgle Matt.
Yeah. It's so funny with McWhirp, and I hope you're listening too, because I've like asked questions elsewhere, and he's answering in both of the different things. It's like, God damn it!
everywhere.
Like, why did I just text you? Like, so now I just I actually just text him directly
There
instead of
you go.
like,
Just cut out the middleman. Just
Well,
ask him. Hilarious.
yeah. No, he's
Amazing.
Sweet.
Thank you, Mr. Adam, for joining us.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. David, for just being you.
Thank you.
And Cass, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Another episode of Bloodbath Tactics. As Adam said, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you never miss an episode of Bloodbath Tactics.
And we'll see you in Atlanta.
See you in Atlanta.
See you guys.
Bye.